Yeah. Welcome back to the Best Damn W Show, episode 78. And you know what I reminded of? Reminded me this week that I didn't think about when I came up with this name of the show. I didn't think about having children. Because Ace now is like, Daddy, you got your show? The Best Damn W? I said,
he's so pressed to say it.
He want to say it so bad.
He said, Axel, that show is the Best Damn W. I said, all right now. You're going too far now. You're doing too much. I know what you're doing.
Nah, it's funny. You know what's crazy? Like, I actually remember it took us forever to find a name for this show.
Yeah.
It took us a hot minute. We was coming up with different names. It was like, nah, that shit ain't sticking.
Yep. And now I got my 8-year-old. Just love to say the name. Just love to say. He don't even know what we're talking about, but love to say the name because he can cuss. I said, Around, do we let them say it? She said, well, that is the name of the show. And he gonna say, well, Daddy, what I'm supposed to say? The Best W Show?
Yes.
Yes, Daddy, yes. That's exactly what you're supposed to say.
I probably would have got snapped for saying damn shit.
He just so happy to say damn. Just happy to hell to say. I know you be at school cussing, but you and your little friends. I see it now.
He definitely going to school talking about my daddy got a show called The Best Damn W.
Oh, you already know. You already know he is. He can't tell me otherwise. He cannot tell me otherwise. I see y'all in the chat filing in. As y'all filing in, hope y'all having a great Tuesday, March 24th. Is it officially spring?
It is. It started, I think, this past weekend.
That's what I thought. Okay. I can feel it.
It's usually March 21st, I think.
Yeah, I can feel it in the air.
It was 40 degrees here today, 30-something this morning.
Damn, I'm sorry.
You really hate to see it.
But you know how that be, like a little trickle, it tries to come back in.
I don't remember the last time it was this cold at the end of March, though. The end of March, like maybe the beginning, but the end, we basically at the end of March now.
It's probably gonna be it's probably gonna be a hot ass summer.
It definitely is.
Last summer was hot as shit, bro.
It's gonna be hot.
It was like 95 degrees, like 8 at night. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot as hell. It's gonna be super hot. What up, Jalen? Weather got a break. Yeah, I feel you on that. That pollen air too. Yeah, I could just.
Dang, we didn't even get pollen yet. That's how you know it ain't cold. It's still cold.
All you homeowners, man, change your furnace filter.
Yeah, I got
your ducts cleaned if you haven't, because that shit gonna help. It's gonna be blazing hip hop. Yes. As we get started, man, I'm your host Jay for the evening.
Turn me the fuck up, Bulls! Turn me the fuck up! Turn me up!
Turn me up. They beat the Rockets last night. I didn't watch the game. I saw the highlights, but they beat the Rockets.
Pretty mid recently.
Yeah, just keep losing. I don't need y'all. They saying Billy Donovan is supposed to step down. He should have been fired a couple years ago, but I'm not gonna get that started. I got my brother Nick Andre in the building as always. And of course, the lady of the show, our sister Lo.
Hey y'all, what the fuck going on?
Yeah. And our big brother, the best producer in the world on the ones and twos, Wiley is here, like always. Hey, Wiley, I never thought, we had it happen once before in the show. We got the show going, but it's like, I don't have a backup plan. Like if you not there, if you got the ghost.
You remember that one episode? I think Wiley took his lady out to dinner. Yeah. So man, we was struggling.
We had no sound effects. We had no.
Look, that's why I try and make sure I'm here. Like I know how hard it is to try and control the board and do the show at the same time. Like, that shit is frustrating because you want to make sure you're doing the show, but then you're also like, damn, I got comments. I want to add a sound bite here. I understand.
It's not easy.
Not at all.
It's not easy at all. But We're gonna have to find you like a little protege or some assistant or something.
That actually wants to work.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Here she goes. See, it ain't me this time.
Low beat me to it.
That's a good segue because for the people, I see what's up with y'all in the chat. Just a quick announcement with the W season around the corner. We are looking to add journalists and photographers for the teams that's in the W, so y'all know who those teams are, and like for you to be living in that city so we can get boots on the ground. Like, I understand everybody not going, we have people that's not going, who already not in certain cities, but you live in that city or close to it, driving distance, I would love for you to have you on the squad. So, because we have boots on the ground, that's how you get out there. And so, but you have to want to work. You have to. Like, don't pay attention to Nick or Low. You're watching. Don't pay attention to them. But you have to want to work. We joke around, we laugh, but we work though. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun when we work and we take it serious. We building something special and we're continuing to do so. But you gotta have to come here and want to get your hands dirty and get out there and do things. So
and just as a caveat, like the platform is already built. Like you're just literally being plugged in and you can kind of do your own thing for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's not like you got to create it yourself. You're not reaching out to people to do the groundwork and stuff like that. So all you got to do is show up and actually want to do what you signed up for.
Yes. What Lo said. And resume wise, you can email it to the bestdamnwshow@gmail.com. Easy. And we'll get through that. So, but yeah, with the W season coming around, we'd like to get y'all out there. So if you're interested in want to work, not just I want to be on the team and I want to be there. And if you are somebody, we're all fans of somebody. Don't be coming here just because you're a super fan and you're trying to get close to somebody. I'll get your ass up out of here so fast. Like I'm not like we cannot do that. We cannot do that because that you can reflect bad on us for something like that. And we don't need that.
You're supposed to be real journalists. Like I get that we fans of the game and all that, but you got to be a real journalist and put on your journalist hat whenever you're working for us too. So
absolutely. Yeah. So if you were just a super fan, don't send that email in. I'm gonna snip that out. I got, but I ain't gonna get got again. I tell you that. All
Fool
right,
me once, shame on me. Fool me can't be fooled
twice,
again.
right?
Yeah. I don't get got again. I promise you that. Let's get into this. We got some good basketball over the weekend. A lot of good basketball. Of course, I see people complaining about blowouts and shit like that. But that's basketball. That shit gonna happen. But it was some really good hoops. Sunday, I felt like was it Sunday? Maybe it was yesterday. We were like, damn, this game is good. This game close. It was just so much happening over the weekend. But I'll start with you, Nick, man. What was your overall thoughts over the weekend and some of your favorite games?
I think yesterday really saved the first 2 rounds of the tournament, if you ask me, because I think before that, like we had some decent games, but you talk about like the blowouts, like LSU blew out Jacksonville, then blew out Texas Tech by 50. Texas blew out Oregon by I think like 40 plus points. South Carolina blew out. I can't remember exactly who they played in the first round, but we just saw them blow out USC yesterday by 40 plus. So throughout some of the first 2 rounds, there really wasn't many competitive games, but I think yesterday was by far probably the best day if you ask me of the first 2 rounds. I mean, you talk about Virginia and Iowa going into double OT, and that was just a really fun game in itself, honestly. And I guess I'll just start with that game. Like, I gotta say, like when I look back at the stats, like I didn't realize that Iowa shot 50% from the free throw line, and that's what really hurt me. Even I think it was Chit Chat was at the free throw line. I think it was at the end of regulation or something.
She left the door open.
Yeah,
like, only made one of her free throws, and it's like that's an opportunity there where you can like increase your lead and put your team in a good position. Then all of a sudden, the game goes to OT and then goes to double OT. And I got to give credit to Virginia too, because the way that they've elevated this year has just been really impressive to watch now. Like This was a team that was like at the bottom of the ACC over the past couple of years, and even as talented as Kamora Johnson was, like they just weren't getting a lot of attention because they weren't that good of a team. Then you go into this year, and I give Kamora Johnson a lot of credit because I think that as we've seen her game grow, like we already knew that she was an exceptional scorer, but her taking on strides as a playmaker, as a defender, like that's what really helped elevate Virginia as a team. And now look at them. Now they're in the Sweet 16. Like they don't win that game without Kamora Johnson, especially down the stretch. I mean, obviously she hit that game time bucket to force double OT, and they just took control moving forward, honestly. So I give her a lot of credit. Shout out to Iowa too. I know that Iowa ended up losing this matchup, but I will give credit to both Hannah Stokey and Ava Hyden. I thought they had some really strong performances, and that was a game where Hannah Stokey really did have to play well because we all know that she's been very inconsistent throughout the season and even throughout like conference tournament and everything. So that was a game that she needed to step up in, even though they did lose the game. So I give them a lot of credit. But also, I mean, shout out to Virginia for the win. Another game in particular that I love was obviously Notre Dame upsetting Ohio State. And I told y'all earlier in the group chat yesterday, I was like, for some reason, I think Notre Dame's going to come out and win, honestly. And the reason why I picked Notre Dame to win was because, like, it's just something about Hannah Hidalgo where she's just in control of the game. Like, I know that we've criticized Notre Dame all season. They don't have the all-around talent that they may have had last year, even in previous years before. But when Hannah's in control of a game, it's just hard to beat them. I mean, you talk about it, like, had like 8 steals in this matchup, had like 13 rebounds, had 26 points in this matchup, like just being able to control the game both offensively and defensively. So I give them a lot of credit. And if you're Ohio State, you got to be kicking yourselves because let's be real, Jelani Cambridge had no help. Like 41 points was the only player that scored in double figures, honestly. Like, let's be real, if she didn't have those 40, Notre Dame could have probably won by like 20 plus, honestly. Like there was no consistent offense from nobody else but Jelani Cambridge. And that's what really hurt them, honestly. But honestly, I mean, even with
they still lost by 10.
Still lost by 10, yeah. I mean, even though they were down like 16, 17 late in the fourth. But like I said, I mean, like if she didn't go crazy the way that she did, they would have lost by way more than what they did. But just going back to Notre Dame, like just with Hannah being able to set the tone and lead the way, you got good production out of Vanessa De Jesus. You got pretty decent performance from Cass Prosper as well. I think Ayanna Moore had a pretty strong performance as well. So, just great all-around performance from Notre Dame. I mean, obviously with Hannah leading the way, but with Hannah leading the way and setting the tone, like the other players were able to follow in her lead. A game from Sunday that I want to talk about in particular is TCU against Washington. Just watching that game late, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still hit. I'm still pissed.
You gonna feel mad about that game?
I was pissed the fuck off, man. Because it's like, what's crazy? Like, and I'll say this too before I dive into the game. Like, I think moving forward, this is just my opinion. Like, I think we just need to go to neutral courts throughout the entire tournament. Just my opinion. Like, I get it.
I was definitely going to ask y'all about that.
Yeah, like I get it. I know that the top 3-4 seeds, like, like they get home court advantage, which I mean, obviously is well deserved, but it's just different. Like when it's on a neutral court, like we see the men's side, like they play on a neutral courts throughout the entire tournament. I think when you're on a neutral court, honestly, like the home team doesn't necessarily have advantage. Like now it's like, okay, cool. Like it could go either way. So when I'm watching Washington against TCU, I'm looking at the game and I think Washington was up 10, I want to believe, at halftime. And I'm thinking to myself, like, as good as they're playing, somehow, some way, they're going to blow this game. And you just started to see TCU just slowly chirp into the lead, which is crazy because they didn't even really play good basketball to me. But I think what it was that Washington got too comfortable. So they had a nice, comfortable lead. They had momentum on the side. And then in the second half, they didn't keep their foot on the gas, honestly. So give credit to TCU for the win. But I do want to run off some of Olivia Miles' numbers. So she is averaging a triple-double throughout this tournament, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. But she is shooting 38% from the floor and 25% from three, and averaging around 3.5 turnovers. Honestly, her decision-making down the stretch of that game was horrible. Not even gonna lie. Turning the ball over, she took a really bad shot, I think, at the end of regulation. I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you shooting that? Like, I think it was like a pull-up jumper that was just
like a step back three, right?
Yeah, it was that too.
Damn step back three.
I'm like, yo, like, what is going on with you right now? But like I said, I mean, I do give credit to TCU for finding ways to win that game, which is crazy because I thought Savi Sellers had a good game. I thought Avery Howell had a pretty strong performance, but it just wasn't good enough, honestly. But just concluding what I was saying, like, I'll say this though, like, I think yesterday was by far the best day as far as, like, the tournament. And just for all the people that be want to talk shit, talking about, oh, women's tournament is never good till Sweet 16, Elite Eight, this and that, like, just shut the fuck up. Honestly, like nobody cares about what y'all think.
Nobody cares. I didn't realize nobody for Ohio State was not in double figures. Like, I knew
she was the only one.
She was the only one.
I knew Jelani was going crazy watching it, but I just put up the box score. I had no idea nobody was else in double figures.
0. Yeah.
And that's the issue with Ohio State. It's the inconsistency. Like,
yo, 9-6, 9-6.
Because I was gonna say, I think Chance Gray had like 9 points.
Yeah.
Was that the second leading scorer?
Elsa and Chance both had 9.
Yeah. And Chance usually averaged like 14, 15 points a game. So she was under her scoring average.
Points. God damn, that's really bad. That's awful. What you got, Lo?
Nick just rattled off a lot of games. All right.
There was something I missed.
I just want to just briefly touch on TCU. I didn't watch the whole game, but I did go back and watch the fourth quarter. And I think it's just, as they say in Beauty and the Beast, it's a tale old as time. Like, it's the same Olivia Miles that we've been seeing. And this is no disrespect, because it is very difficult to average or even attain a triple-double. Yeah. And so for her to continue to do that, like, it is impressive. So I don't want to take away from that. But this is something we've seen before, guys. She's been doing this since she was a freshman at Notre Dame. So it's not as... It's impressive to me, but it doesn't show growth in her game, in my opinion. And I've been yelling this from the mountaintop, that her choosing TCU let me know that she's not as serious about hoops as I would like her to be, or she's not as serious about improving her game as one should be when they're entering the WNBA as a lottery pick, in my opinion. It just doesn't make sense to go to that school when defense and basketball IQ are the two biggest areas of your game that need to be improved. You're still not playing good defense, and you're still taking questionable shots and making questionable passes. Yep. I understand that flashy is the way to go, and you are defined by being a flashy player that can pass the rock, but also that can shoot the ball. But sometimes coaches say it all the time, make the simple pass.
That's it.
Like, especially down the stretch.
Yes. Just make the simple pass. Stop trying to get the and one highlight and make the simple pass. Like, they should have lost that game. They're very lucky they didn't lose. Like, how crazy would it be if she did all that, went to TCU, lost before they even went to the Sweet 16, and now Notre Dame advances to the Sweet 16? Like, the timeline would have been nuts. So she got very, very lucky. Very lucky, because like Nick said, I didn't watch the whole game, but in that fourth quarter, they didn't play well. Like, Washington gave the game away. And just to kind of touch on the neutral sites, I wouldn't mind it either. I think, and this is just a thought, I think the women's game did it because we know for a fact, if you are hosting, the teams that do pretty well, if you're hosting, we know that it's going to be a crowd there. We know it's going to be fans there. But I think at this point in time, women's college basketball has advanced enough where fans will travel. Now, before, about 20 years ago, no. But now fans are going to travel to see their favorite teams play. So I wouldn't mind the neutral sites either. But just to go back to the games on Monday, I agree. So many games on, so many good games, especially earlier, during the day. As Nick said, Virginia beating, upsetting Iowa. I think they did something that was very difficult to do, and they walked into Iowa's trap and won a very close game. Iowa's a hard team to beat, especially in Iowa. They are 15-2 on the season at home. They've only lost 2 games all season. And this is the first Sweet 16 that Virginia has gotten to since 2000. Like, it's just so many crazy things that happen, like, in this game. Double overtime. Kamora Johnson didn't have a great game, but she's the kind of player that you want on your team that's going to go get a bucket when you need one, despite missing majority of the game. Like, she didn't shoot well. Like, let's be clear that 14 of her 28 points came from the overtime periods. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But when it was time to go out and win the game, she made buckets when needed. She went to the basket and drew a foul so she can, get to the free throw line and knock down some of those free throws. I also just wanted to talk about Hannah Stuelke. Decent game, actually. Double-double, 15 points, 19 boards, and 6 assists. I think the biggest thing is that Virginia was able to capitalize off of Iowa's turnovers. I think they had like 27 points off of Iowa's turnovers. So that was a big thing. And also their inability to just shoot the ball. We've talked about it, especially on this podcast. We talked about how they're good defensively, but they struggle sometimes offensively. And we saw that yesterday. They shot 17% from long distance and then 50%, like Nick said, from the free throw line. It's hard to win games when you're flat out missing free throws. Like that's just
very hard.
It's just very difficult. And I just want to remind, because Maryland saw that, they would have beat UNC and been heading to the Sweet 16 if they would have just made their damn free throws. So that's still a sore spot for me, because I just couldn't believe how they were just blowing it. Like, I was like, you fight hard to get back in this game and you literally just blow it, like at the free throw line. But that's another story for another day. And then like kind of transitioning over to the Notre Dame and Ohio State game. I'm not going to sit here and give you stats. I'm going to just say Hannah Hidalgo it's a lot of good guards in college right now. It's a lot of good guards in women's college basketball. Jelani Cambridge, who was in this game, Michaela Blake, Zoe Brooks, like Olivia Miles. Like, it's a lot of good guards, right? None of these guards have what Hannah has. Like, it's just a level of competitive nature that she has that I haven't seen in a lot of players in a long time. Like, and Hannah has her flaws in her game in regards to sometimes I think she gambles too much on the defensive end. Sometimes I think her playmaking or decision-making isn't always the greatest. I think she presses too hard sometimes. It's definitely better than when she was a freshman. Like, it's improving, but you can still see that in her game sometimes, pressing a little bit too hard. And with all that said, I still would want that kid on my team every day of the week. Like, she is going to give you 110% every time she steps on the floor, and that's something you never, ever, ever have to doubt. Like, I don't care if she's making shots, because, you know, some players are like, and this ain't no disrespect, but it's true, some players are like Big T and JJ, where you got to get them touches in order for them to produce, right? That's not Hannah. Like, yes, she's going to get her touches regardless because she's their star player. But if her shot's not falling, Hannah is still guarding you 94 feet. She's still trying to get the ball. Like, she's still trying to generate turnovers and give her a chance, a team to win. Like, she's one of those people that winning is almost just as important as breathing to her. And you can just tell, like, just by watching her game, like, just how competitive she is. She's 5'6" and had 13 rebounds, for God's sake. That is effort.
That's
like,
effort.
that is effort.
Nothing
You are the
effort.
shortest person on the floor and have 13 rebounds. And to have 2 games with back-to-back 8 steal games, like, I mean, this kid is just a special talent. And just a little bit more, like, if I had to compare her competitiveness to someone else, I would say it's like on that Skylar Diggins, like, you know, like, I would compare that, because these two players are players that will, like, blood, sweat, tears. They are trying to win the game. Like, I think, you know, a lot of people say it like, I hate to lose more than I actually like to win. And I think those are those type of players. And I think the biggest thing for Notre Dame in winning was also their bench production. We talked about it all year. It's had to be the Hannah show anytime they won games. And they actually, you know, had a little bit of bench scoring, 12 points compared to Ohio State, 2 points off the bench. And I think a big part of it was just them getting out of transition. Notre Dame isn't a great team in transit in half court sets, because everyone knows where the ball goes. Everyone knows where the ball wants to go. Like, they are much better when they get out in transition and get moving. And I think that really helped them secure the win. And I guess we'll just roll right on into the real SC game, because it ain't much to say about that. It was pure dominance, belt to ass performance. I mean,
as we expected.
40 points in 4K. Like, listen, I know Juju wasn't there, but the 40 piece is kind of crazy. I'm not going to even lie to you. Now, I will say South Carolina was locked in. They still made mistakes, a little sloppy with the ball, but they were dominant in the front court. Like, Southern Cal just had no answer for Joyce or Medina. Like, just zero. I mean, just zero answers. Started the game, didn't score for the first 5 to 6 minutes. You know, South Carolina opened the game on a 13-0 run. Southern Cal ended the first quarter with just 8 points. Like, it was just all downhill for them. I think it was a great learning experience for Jazzy. She was very emotional in the presser. And I like that, because I want you to care about losing. because next year I know you're gonna remember that feeling and you're gonna turn it up when the real team, your regular team that's not injury prone is there. And I just wanted to throw this out there too. The last thing, I'm gonna hand it back to Nick, but South Carolina fans, take the W, but don't be dumb, because I see on the timeline y'all are literally saying, and not all y'all, it's a very small percentage of idiotic fans that are saying, well, we're injured too. Bruh, the injuries are not similar. Please stop.
It's not the same.
And don't get me wrong.
Whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Exactly. And don't
Y'all
get me
still
wrong.
a top 3 team in the country.
Don't get me wrong. Losing Chloe Kitts and Ashland, listen, huge losses for South Carolina. I'm not going to even downplay, because you lost 2 of your bigs before the season even started.
Correct.
So I understand how big of a loss that is, but they are not Judea. They are just not Judea. Like, let's be very clear. You can add both of their losses together and it still doesn't equate to them losing just one player in Juju. Like, I just want to be very clear of the magnitude of player that we're talking about. And I also want to be clear that I'm bookmarking everything, because when 12 comes back, best believe y'all been talking crazy. Because I know y'all have a lot of recency bias, and it's not even, this part not even for South Carolina fans, it's for everybody. Like, I'm bookmarking all of y'all. So keep tweeting that wild shit, because we up next year. Go ahead.
One game neither one of y'all mentioned was Kentucky, West Virginia.
I thought about that as soon as I headed off to low. I gotta say, man, like I feel for Gia Cook. I really feel for her.
Yeah, man.
That it touched every part of that rim.
Yes, it did.
Still came out, man. Oh,
great separation and everything.
Right, and then even
you can't ask for a better look.
You can't. She literally was like just about open. Like that
wide
was
open.
You can't ask for nothing better. Then you even saw her at the next huddle. She was like tearing up. I'm like, dang, I feel you. I feel you on that, honestly. But good win for Kentucky. I mean, I think it just shows like when their front court is dominant, it's hard to stop them. Like Tioni Key and Clara Strack dominated, both had double performances, really had control of the game. Toni Morgan, I know that she didn't necessarily shoot the ball well, but had a really big shot down the stretch in that matchup too. So, I mean, I'll be real low predicted. I got to give her credit, because I mean, she predicted Kentucky would move past West Virginia, and obviously now they're about to play Texas.
She definitely did. Any other crazy shit of the weekend?
I'm not gonna lie, West Virginia should have won that game. I ain't gonna lie, man.
They should have.
I mean, I thought, to be honest with you, in the fourth quarter, I thought it was over because Kentucky was up. And West Virginia just kept, going on a run and getting stops and scoring the basketball. And it looked like they had the momentum, but Kentucky was able to close out the game. So, and I think it was a big part of it was just Kentucky's front court. Like they're just flat out out rebound them. I think 39 to like 23, 12 of those boards were offensive rebounds. West Virginia just couldn't hit that shot. I mean, it was a great look. Oh my gosh, man.
Amazing
that is going to haunt her for probably ever. Like, she'll get over it eventually, but 20 years from now, she's gonna look back and be like, I was open. Wide open.
Nobody, no hand in her face, nothing.
At all.
Nobody was running her down, nothing. It was
I will give credit to the Sydney Shaw, because she was really keeping them in it. West Virginia in it with her shooting.
Yeah,
like if she wasn't shooting the ball well, like who knows where West Virginia would have been. But I wanted to talk about something real quick, because Lo brought up the free throw thing with all the teams, and it's like it's just becoming too much of a norm. Like, Iowa shot 50% from the free throw line. We even talked about it in our group chat. Louisville against Alabama, they were missing free throws. And then other teams were just missing free throws.
The Maryland game, I forgot how many they missed, but it was a lot.
Yeah, like it's tournament time, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these free throws can make or break your season. So missing crucial free throws like this is just crazy.
Free throws being missed across basketball right now in general just pisses me off. Like, the lack of free throws being made and people boxing out pisses me off.
Yeah, that no boxing out.
That changes the whole game. It may not be in the box score when you boxing out, but it matters. It matters an extra possession or you give somebody another possession. But the free throws is just bad. A lot of these teams are doing missing free throws way too much. Because y'all giving up so many good things. My one bad thing from the weekend is listen, I know UConn is who UConn is. We gotta stop putting their ass in prime time, dog.
Oh, they was mad at me when I tweeted that
because
that should have been a 12:00 game.
Because Ohio State, Notre Dame could have easily been in that slot because UConn went on a 31-0 run in 10 minutes.
Yo, that's crazy. Jay texted the group chat yesterday. He was like, UConn up 45-8. And I'm like, what? And then next, I turn on the game to see if it's true. I was like, yeah, it is true. And then I saw AZ hit like 2 or 3 threes in a row. I'm like, yeah, I'm turning this off.
Yo, like that
y'all better than me. I didn't watch one lick of the game. I literally got a notification that said, first I saw Jay's and then I got a notification right after that. And I'm like, and I was trying to explain to people, this is not UConn hate. We have been on this podcast for weeks and months saying that we think UConn are the front runners. So it's not UConn hate at all. It's about even casual fans trying to get into women's basketball, and you turn this shit on primetime and you see that. I'm not watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a basketball savant. Like, I'm a basketball fan, and I'm still not watching that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a casual, why would you want to watch a team get blown out by 50 points?
But this is why we're getting
even with the South Carolina SC game, I turned that off at halftime. It did not see me again.
I wasn't really watching that game.
Yeah, like it's just not entertaining. Like, and it's not the team's fault. It's just not entertaining hoops. And if like I said, we want to continue to grow the game, right? So these women can continue to get paid and so they can be treated like professional athletes. But how are we growing the game when you got primetime games and they getting dogged by 50, 60 points?
Especially like a team like UConn, like, I get it. That's a drawing school, but the casual, like, you still want to see a good game. 31-0, no, 45-8. You don't even have double digits at all. And I see
nobody on the squad, nobody on UConn played more than 30 minutes.
Man, no. At one point,
so they're just resting. They're just resting, waiting until the national championship game.
Yeah. I saw Sean in the chat. I was going to bring this up before we move on to the Sweet 16, bringing up the Syracuse coach. I do understand what she's trying to get at and making points. That just probably wasn't the time to do it because it comes off of you being salty, getting your doors blown off, and you in the press of saying that. Like, but what was y'all thought? I don't think we really talked about it in the group chat.
I mean, I understand her frustrations, but I'm like you. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, she was pretty much voicing her frustrations about them always being on the bracket that UConn's in. And I get that. Because, I mean, I want to say
3 years in a row she lost to them.
That's what I'm saying. But also at the same time, like, it's like you said, I mean, it's just poor timing right now. Like, y'all just got your asses handed to y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't show up whatsoever. So it's like.
Whatsoever.
Like, I could see if she did this like right before, like maybe like a day after Selection Sunday when they announced everything, but to do this after y'all just got blown out, like it's just poor timing.
Like no effort. Like if y'all would have lost, well, y'all's gonna lose anyway. But if y'all had a better showing, and you said this, it probably got received better.
Right.
But the fact, like, so much was going bad your way, down 45-8, 31-0 run in 10 minutes, like shit like that. Like Sarah Strong not even going off. Like it's not even like it's just you can't be doing that. I feel like I know with Lo how you feel about that, Lo.
I mean, I agree with you. I just think it was terrible timing. I get what she's saying, but like, girl, like you literally have bigger things to worry about. You were on primetime TV and got dogged by 50 plus points. Like, and if I'm your player, I'm looking at you sideways. Like, this is what you come out and say in the presser. Like, what, girl? Like, nah.
It's more so like it was like a woe is me type shit.
You got to take some accountability. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't care how good UConn is. You have to show more effort than what y'all showed, period.
Yes.
Right.
Y'all scored 12 American points in the first half. Cut it
guess
out.
What? AZ had what, 26 in the first half?
Yeah, bro. Like Syracuse didn't give no effort whatsoever. And so you're right, Dylan. The whole second half was garbage time.
I didn't watch a second.
I didn't watch a second of that game.
But this is why we get fucking shit on damn Twitter talking about, oh, these games are trash. Like, well, yeah, if you fucking watching UConn be up by damn 50 points before halftime, then yeah, you're gonna go and tweet something like that. But again, like people said, the person that tweeted that out, who has other issues that he needs to handle on social media. You weren't watching the other games because there were plenty of good games. Well, after the first day of games.
Yeah, it was a good game yesterday.
Yeah, Monday's games were great.
Yeah.
And honestly, the first round of the tournament, especially them higher seeds, bless you, it's gonna be blowouts. Like that just happens, you know. And one more thing before we move on, I'm saying people talking about talking crazy about HBCUs. Listen, HBCUs wasn't the only team getting blown out.
Nah. And
Texas
those
beat
HBCU
the
teams
shit out of Oregon, 100-58.
I was saying, I mean, those HBCU teams deserve to be in the tournament. Like Southern won the SWAC and then won that first 4 games. Same thing with Howard.
Agreed.
Howard ended up getting into the tournament because they had a really great season.
Yep.
But
Pretty
also,
much.
this is something that we've seen before. So why are people acting brand new about this?
Yeah, people just it's just annoying. It's really annoying when people want to just.
It's the only time motherfuckers don't pay attention to women's basketball or try to pay attention, fake pay attention.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically what it is. But yeah, that was my only bad UConn shit. Like, man, get the ass out of prime time when you got playing teams like this, man. Ohio State, Notre Dame would have been perfect.
Man, what? That would have been
for
perfect
prime
time. Yeah.
That would have been perfect for
shit, or that Virginia.
Virginia, Kentucky. That would have been perfect.
Virginia, Kentucky. I mean, hell, even Louisville, Alabama. I mean, that was the first game yesterday, and that was actually a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been perfect.
I'm still hurt from that game.
I know.
I feel it.
Most of the first games outside of the first was pretty competitive in the second round. Yeah, man, like it happens. Blowouts happen. That's just sports. Blowouts just happen.
I mean, and all these and like Tiger said, all these are number 1 seeds that are doing it. So they should, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's going to be a team that's blowing you out, it's going to be the number 1 seeds that's doing it. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yep. On to the we got the Sweet 16 is set. The matchups for the weekend is UConn, North Carolina. First of all, people who bet the spread is 27.5 points. Just
take it.
Yeah.
That's the spread.
They're gonna lose by about at least 40.
Yeah. We got Notre Dame, Vanderbilt. Oh yeah, Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, we talk about Ole Miss.
All you Ole Miss people, not coming to chat tonight. When you said Ole Miss is gonna make it to the damn Final Four, they didn't even make it to the damn Sweet 16.
Wally ready to bring up Nathan.
Oh,
hello, Nathan. Country. I mean, if again, like I told y'all before, if you really wanted to blow your money, you could just hand it to the 4 of us, and we would have gladly.
Yes. The Ole Miss love.
Ole Miss.
The Ole Miss love in our chat is crazy.
Ole Miss, and then an individual wanted to point out that Ole Miss hate. Nobody hates Ole Miss. We just know they're not as good as people try to make them out to be. Ole Miss is under the same category as Notre Dame. We know where the ball is going. We know who the ball is going to. You stop that one person, that is a wrap. Now, did Ole Miss probably got a bad call?
Yeah, that was questionable.
Yeah, it was.
You know, but also it's like
shit happens.
Shit happens, but also like when
it was a bad call, but you still up 5 in the.
I'll say that was a 5. Like close that shit out.
And also, if you look at Coach O, like there's no reaction, no nothing. She just sat there. She just sat there and watched. I'm like most coaches would have been up in arms, got to text something to rile the team up, and she just sat there and was like, all right. But yeah, to Nathan and Country, better luck next time.
Yeah, that's a tough loss, man, because they had that game. That's a really tough loss.
It was a tough loss.
Look, ain't see Train here in months, but anytime you bring up Ole Miss, he
right
that team.
Right.
Oh, hey, Wiley, Nathan said you rang.
What Boy, please.
You damn right I ran.
I know he was
Hey
coming
the
back.
fuck up. You damn right I ran. You talking about damn old Miss. What? Word.
No, I did see that, Shonda. That was funny. That was wild to say.
That actually made it worse. With her coming out saying that she basically flopped and it worked, like that just made it worse. But I mean, it ain't her fault that the ref called it.
Yeah,
I know, right? But yeah,
we know
I did
we
rain.
just ain't been here in the chat since they lost in the SEC tournament, so we just don't forget.
And also, just real quick, I mean, now that we brought up officiating, I'm glad that we brought up officiating because I'm normally not the type to complain, but the officiating throughout this first 2 rounds have been terrible, though.
Yeah,
inconsistent,
a lot of very
missed
inconsistent
calls,
questionable calls. Like it's a tournament. Like there's some like whistles you just gotta let go. Like just let them play. Like you know what I'm saying. You call little ticky tack fouls here and there. Like,
but then it's not consistent. Like it's very so you don't even know how to adjust your game because it's not consistent.
Yeah, that is the real problem. If you're gonna be bad the whole game, be bad, not just sometimes. You know, so we know how they're gonna be ass, y'all. So we gotta play like this. That's.
I mean, but these the same. Aren't these the same refs that be doing the WNBA game? So it's not shocking.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Also, picking them for the SEC tournament does not that didn't make it any better. That didn't make it any better when you have Texas, South Carolina, and LSU in the fucking conference. Like that doesn't make it any better, dog.
Yeah, I take this to the DMs.
Right. The second, the other. Here we go. I said North Carolina, UConn. We got Notre Dame.
Do y'all have any advice for North Carolina, or it's
just get ready to go home.
Just get ready to go home,
dog.
Just get through the 40 minutes without getting injured.
Exactly.
Yeah, just get home healthy.
So we're all expecting UConn's
gonna win.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
We got South Carolina, Oklahoma, TCU, Virginia, UCLA, Minnesota, Duke, LSU, Texas, Kentucky, and Louisville, Michigan. I see it. It could be a few upsets. Man. Yo, let me tell you, before I let y'all give it to y'all, I think Notre Dame can beat Vanderbilt.
I was about to go there, man. I was about to go there.
I think Notre Dame can pull that shit off.
I'm picking them. I'm picking Notre Dame.
When you got a player like Hannah,
I'm picking
you can win that matchup.
Okay, so
Vanderbilt has shown that
Vanderbilt don't got Michaela?
They do.
Michaela, but
they do.
Got
the national player of the year?
Yes, that's why it's hard for me to say this. I think Notre Dame, you can win that game.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not mad at the pick. But I think that Michaela has had 2 subpar games, so I think folks forgetting. I think folks forgetting. Like she's had 2 very subpar games to begin the tournament. Like folks are forgetting.
She definitely did.
I think it's gonna be a special game between both of them.
I can't wait.
I think it's gonna be. I cannot wait for that game.
I'm not mad at the Notre Dame pick. I don't know. I have to really sit back and think of it. Like I think that it really just depends on which personnel shows up because we already know what we're gonna get from Michaela. We know what we're gonna get from Hannah. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what other players step up. Like if Ayanna Moore is hitting shots and Cass Prosper, then I mean Notre Dame is going to the Elite 8. If they're knocking down shots, they're going to the Elite 8. But you know, if Galvan is the one that's doing a lot of the work, you know, with Michaela, then I got Vandy. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to sleep on that one. That's hard.
If what Notre Dame gave yesterday, they gave Hannah had 26, of course, but Cass had 17, DeJesus had 15, Moore had 13, Keke had 10. Like you could give that,
right? If they give that, they win the game. If your starters are hitting double digits like that and you get in some production off the bench, you win the game. But that is not a common game from Notre Dame.
It's not.
But also, I just wanted to say, Shonda said Blake's handle's a little shaky. Hannah gonna have a field day stealing the ball from Galvan, and Blake if she puts the ball on the floor. So I was thinking about this. I don't think the matchup is going to be Michaela and Hannah. I think it's going to mainly be Galvan and Hannah. Just because I think that they're both very speedy. They're more similar in height, and you also don't want Hannah to get too exhausted because you still need her on the offensive side. And Michaela is always going off the screen. She's always moving. She's constantly driving to the basket. So Hannah's going to be getting hit. You got to consider that physicality as well. You want to save some of her energy for the offensive side. So I think you should start her off on Galvan and just kind of let her roam, because one thing Hannah going to do is she going to roam and try to get that ball. Yep. So I don't know. Exactly, Tiger. I ain't trusting no.
No, I ain't saying 15 plus because she didn't have 15 plus last game.
And then
I'm not saying that.
Trey saying if Neo gets this team to Elite 8, I need all them folks who calling for her job to come forth. I agree, because to be honest, just getting to the Sweet 16 is a big feat for Notre Dame, considering how this year went for them, considering this was a rebuild year, and considering it was Hannah and just the others, respectfully. Like, I agree. I think them getting to the Sweet 16 was an accomplishment, to be honest.
You know, people love to call people jobs. I think the heat she was getting was warranted, but all the fire, she needed to be fired type shit, that definitely wasn't warranted.
I agree.
That definitely wasn't warranted. But this matchup.
So y'all both going Notre Dame.
I'm going Notre Dame.
Man, I've been thinking about this shit all day.
I'm picking Notre Dame. I'm personally picking Notre Dame.
I've been thinking about this shit all day. Like, that matchup right there. Like, and like you said, you got Blake's over there. You know what she can do. What she can. And people are waiting. And the thing is, I don't want Vandy to lose, because people are sitting back, UConn fans, waiting for her to lose a game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's my only problem. That is the
they're gonna be like, she can't even get to the Elite 8.
Yes.
Y'all talking about she the national player of the year. Maybe the awards are already done.
Yeah, right.
They're done. It don't matter what she do for the rest of the tournament. They're done.
They're done. It's over with. But yeah, so I think that might be my number one favorite game from the weekend, to be honest.
There's no shot that Notre Dame wins.
Woo!
I'm leaning as of today.
You must not know who Hannah Doggo is. I'm sorry. I'll be honest.
As of today, I'm gonna go Vandy, but I have the right to change my decision before Friday.
That's fine.
I gotta sleep on it. I've been thinking about that one all day though.
Another matchup, since Trey just said it, Lo said this last week about Kentucky, and
I said it before the tournament even started.
She did.
And I Kentucky over Texas. So
I even had to hit her yesterday. I was like, yeah, I think there's a chance.
Lo, you still feel that same way?
So I don't feel as strongly as I did, but it's still
rolling off so smooth for you last week. Me and Nick was
this is the thing. Kentucky is a really talented team. Like, they have it all. They have guards that can score. They have front court that is good when they're locked in. Like, they're the second longest team, like tallest team in the country. So like, they have it all. They're just so inconsistent. So it makes me like, if they had. And this ain't, I'm not going to say it's no disrespect, because it is kind of disrespect. But if they had another coach, I would be picking them. But I just don't trust Kenny, because they're not disciplined enough. Or it's just something there that's missing. But the talent is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the talent is definitely there. Like, they have both. I don't know. I did say it very confidently last week. I think my only issue is Kentucky struggles with physical teams. That's why they kind of struggle with West Virginia. And like we've been talking about all year, Texas has been playing great defense. They're very physical. They get away with a lot of calls. I'm gonna just be clear. They get away with a lot of physicality. And Strack and Tioni Key, like, they're not gonna want to get hit that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think when Kentucky goes against more physical teams, I think they have a tougher time with them. So that's why I give Texas the slight edge, but I wouldn't be shocked if Kentucky won.
I'm gonna still pick Texas.
Yeah.
It's like, all the points that Lo said. I just think that talent-wise they're a lot better, and I think defensively they are better. But I will say, like, if Kentucky does want to have a shot at winning, their bigs got to dominate. The same way that they dominated against West Virginia, they got to do the same thing here in this matchup. And I think it'll be a fun matchup to see, like, Clara Strack go up against the likes of, like, Bria Cunningham or somebody. So I'm going to still pick Texas just because I do think that they have the upper hand. But Kentucky still got a shot though. I must say, I'm not going to sleep on them.
If you,
I think they got to win whoever win the rebounding battle going to win the game
easily.
If you a betting person, Texas is a 14.5 point favorite.
I rock with Texas.
I was gonna go. I'm gonna go with this game next because I know in the group chat.
I already know where you're going with.
I think y'all felt the same way.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
TCU, Virginia.
Hold on real quick. It's the battle of the whining coaches. It's hilarious.
Yeah, very much so. Tommy, you funny yourself for that, but yes. TCU, Virginia. I'm gonna go with you, Nick.
Ooh.
Can Virginia be a Cinderella team?
I'm going Virginia.
I'm going Virginia too. I was thinking about it because I'm trying to think because I mean I don't want to disrespect TCU even though I do feel like they didn't really play well against Washington, but I don't know. It's just something about Virginia that's playing they're playing like a different level of basketball at the right time. If you ask me, like the best players playing well. It's like I mean even Lo said it earlier, like even though she didn't shoot the ball well through the first 3-4 quarters, but just coming through in overtime, closing that game was really big. Also, what's the LSU transfer? Samaya Smith, I think that's her name. I thought she also played pretty well as well. So I'm gonna probably rock with Virginia just because of how well they played. And obviously they're on a high after just beating the 2 seed Iowa. So I'm gonna rock with them honestly. But I'll be real, Olivia. This is gonna be all on your shoulders. You gotta lock in. No turnovers, no bad possessions. You gotta show your IQ in this matchup, and you gotta play defense. But I know that's not.
Sora's got to step up too.
Yeah.
I had
the only thing that worries me about Virginia is because they played in the first 4, they've played 3 games in 5 days. And so that's the only and then they played a double overtime on top of that. Yeah. So that's the only thing is just legs. I know they have a few days in between games.
I was like, what is the game? Friday or Saturday?
I think it's
They're Saturday.
Yeah, okay. So they got so they're lucky. They get an extra day. But that's the that would be my only concern. Yeah, but it should be a really good game though.
And again, for all you bettors, TCU is a 9.5 point favorite.
You would think that it would be a bigger margin.
It should be, but it's
9.5.
I might throw something on Virginia. I ain't gonna lie.
9.5.
I might throw something on Virginia for real.
What else we got? This intriguing matchup here. Rematch from I guess it was December. I think it was a December matchup. Yeah. Duke LSU. That is Saturday. I mean, not Saturday. Friday, 9 p.m. game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're in Sacramento. I forgot.
LSU was an 8.5 point favorite.
I'm going Duke.
I'm
going Duke.
I think I'm going Duke too. On
the
this
chat
one.
going Duke too.
I'm going Duke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm going Duke too.
I think defensively they're going to be locked in.
You picking Duke by 4? I listen to you, Nathan.
By how much? I didn't even see
that.
Also,
hey, look.
Quick caveat. LSU caught Duke when Duke was at their worst time of the season, and we've seen Duke turn it around. So I get why Duke's the favorite right now amongst the chat and ourselves.
And just to point this out too, with both teams, we've seen both teams, play down the stretch of games. I've seen Duke be able to close out games. I have not been able to see LSU close out games throughout this season down the stretch.
Yeah,
so
that is
true. If it is a close game,
I think again, I'm gonna tweet out my final picks tomorrow. But right now, and I hate to say it, but I'm going LSU. I just think yes, Duke is elite defensively. They will be looking for their get back, but I just think LSU. I don't know if Duke can score the ball with LSU. They better hope that they muck it up. They better hope. I mean, what did they just put? They just broke a record for the most 100. Granted, they're not playing great teams, but they just broke a record for scoring 100 points plus points throughout the season and stuff like that. They can score the basketball. That's one thing that they can definitely do. Yeah. Their thing is just how disciplined they'll be. That's going to be the biggest thing. And if they rebound, if they don't rebound the ball, they're cooked. But as of today, I'm going with LSU.
LSU need to keep their emotions intact.
I agree.
Just don't hit a shot, MK, and be dancing all like looking over dancing. Just play basketball, bro. Just play basketball.
It just keep if you keep your emotions, because you know how they already get for team for game like this, like Poe don't like Kara and shit like that or whatever, the animosity.
Yeah,
you know how that shit can be. So, but like Wally said, that was a different team. That Duke team was completely
if LSU is smart, you go at Toby, get her in foul trouble, get her on the bench. Period.
Yeah, that's a toss up. That's a toss up game. That Duke LSU.
Yeah, I agree.
Real
it would be a toss up. So
Flage, we need one of the ones.
Ooh,
that's
what we need a Flage game.
You got you the senior.
It has to be. Champion. It has to be.
You gotta show up.
It has to.
Yeah.
It has to be. Especially after how things went to like last time they played and how she was all, her hair and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And then she got online and took what she said back. Like, you got to hoop, sis. You just got to hoop.
Yeah, you do.
That's true too, Tiger. LSU looking ahead to UCLA could get them though too. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully they playing whoever's in front of them. One game at a time.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's definitely a toss up. The other toss up, this is a little bit closer for the bettors out there. We got number 2 Michigan, number 3 Louisville.
I'm gonna rock Michigan. Rock with Michigan on this one.
Hard.
I'm leaning towards Michigan too.
I'm gonna rock with Michigan.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards. I wanted to pick Louisville, but I'm like, I think Michigan gonna pull this one off.
Yeah,
both teams are very hot and cold at times, but I just think that Michigan is just slightly better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so. I don't even have much to say about this. Like,
I get everybody in the chat agree too. Everybody.
I think it's Michigan for sure. Michigan for sure. I know Tiger was just talking about UCLA, Minnesota. They play on they 6:30 game on Friday. They 18-point favorite.
Michigan?
No,
18-point favorite. UCLA, Michigan. I mean UCLA, Minnesota.
Oh, I forgot they was even playing, child. My bad.
I gotta say, Oklahoma State gave them a little fight yesterday or last night.
What was the final score in that game?
I don't remember, but I do know that they cut the lead to like at least 10 points or something like that.
I think they ended up winning by like 15 or 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Lauren Betts had a career high, right? Wasn't it like 35 or something?
Oh, yeah, she did go crazy.
Yeah, she was cooking.
I don't know what the final score. I forgot what the final score. 83 something. 83 67.
87 to 68.
There we go.
They know about 19.
There you go. There you go. So
yeah, I think UCLA will probably they'll at least win by 25.
I think UCLA out of Minnesota. I'm not gonna hold you. I really do think so.
It really should be UCLA.
Why look that up? When the last time what was the score the last time they played?
Who played
in the regular season?
When UCLA Minnesota.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember, but why look that up? I'll go to the next game. The other game from the weekend, of course, South Carolina, Oklahoma. South Carolina definitely favored by 17.5 points.
Damn, I know it's by 17.5.
Yeah, that might be a little too high, but I'm still picking South Carolina. But that might be a little high for my liking. But I'm gonna pick South Carolina. I think
18 points. Damn.
I mean, if you're South Carolina, like you got to be motivated for this, especially after what happened in the last matchup that y'all played, and Leah Chavez was going crazy in OT. Like you got to be motivated for this one. So
I agree. I agree. I'm
do.
going South Carolina too. I think that even though they dominated Southern Cal yesterday, it's still parts of their game that they have to improve. The turnovers being the main one, just sloppy turnovers and just being more disciplined. I think they did come out. They did come out playing really good defense, and I think that that's how they have to start the game against Oklahoma as well. When they're locked in on defense, they're really, really good in offense. They're good at getting out in transition. And Joyce just has to step up. She has to play as well as she's been playing the last couple games.
Also, just real quick, it's go time tonight, Atlanta. You know, I see
it's
everybody
bingo time, sis.
like. I mean, I see people talking about, oh, this is her first time getting out of the first weekend or something like that. Like, it's go time, man. Like, they brought you here to score. They brought you here to try to win a championship.
That is true.
So they putting Raven on Aaliyah.
Got to.
Yeah.
If you ask me, got to.
Yeah, I think that's for sure.
Can we just talk about real quick? I forgot to say this, how after the first possession on South Carolina game, I literally tweeted, I said, Jazzy's going to have a long night. Like when I saw that Raven got the start on her and she was face guarding her, I said, oh, the freshman is going to have a long night tonight.
Night
she couldn't even get the ball. Like they couldn't even get her the ball. Like, sheesh.
Wally got me to score. UCLA beat Minnesota 76-58.
Oh yeah, they about to dominate them. About to dominate them niggas.
Yeah, I think that's. I still
ready for Oklahoma, and Ocott would be ready for Beers.
I hope so.
First of all, Reagan got to stay in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, please don't get 2 fouls in the first quarter again. Like she got to stay in the game. Like their whole game plan changes when she gets in foul trouble. So that's number one. Medina got to stay in the game too. She can't get fouls called on her from, the Reagan Beer side. So I think that's going to be really big. Raven was on Jazzy. I know what I saw. Like I literally know what I saw. Like yes, Gotti was on her as well, but Raven was on her, especially to start the beginning of the game. She couldn't even get the ball. She was in full denial.
Oh my god!
I agree though. Gotti was the X factor. She came off the bench. What did she have? Like 18, something like that. 15, something like that. 13.
How do y'all feel about South Carolina after this weekend?
Obviously, they still have a favorable bracket. I'm going to definitely give them credit there. But, I mean, it's like Lo said, like, even though they did win by 40-plus against USC, like, we still see some flaws in their game. Like, it's like we talk about it, how, like, South Carolina is a very talented team and all that. But, I mean, we talk about their flaws, but then we also see how UConn plays, how UConn's disciplined. They're playing, like, literally locked in all 40 minutes of the game. Like, I don't know. It's just levels to it, if you ask me. Now, look, like, I still think South Carolina definitely has a chance to get into the Final Four, but they're definitely going to have to elevate their play because, I mean, the competition is going to get tougher. I mean, you got Oklahoma in this matchup, and then I think the next matchup in the league might be either TCU or who else? Who are they? Who's TCU?
They play TCU or Virginia.
Yeah, so either one of the matchups.
They're cooking either of those teams.
I mean, I agree. I definitely agree, but we're going to have to see better play out of them, as the tournament continues.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like we've been talking about all year, it's just the discipline piece. South Carolina has the talent. They have the coach that has been there before. They also have a player on the team that has been there before. So they have the ingredients. It's just how disciplined are you willing to be? Like how locked in on your principles that you've been taught all year to execute. And that's just really it. And I agree. Somebody said the guards from South Carolina got to step up. I agree. It just can't be Raven. Like Tessa needs to score the ball more. She needs to shoot that thing better. Tanaya needs to, fucking play basketball, bro. Like score the basketball. Like
start reading
and I'm
Twitter.
not gonna sit here and lie. Like her defense has gotten better. Like she is doing things better. Like she's going to be a better professional because she came to South Carolina and improved. But we also need to see that scoring that you were that was special about you. Like we need to see that, and the time is now. I think she has a couple good games to end the tournament, and I think it boosts her draft stock. But like she hasn't done anything spectacular to even talk about.
Now's the time.
Yep.
Even though they didn't play, even though they had big wins over the weekend, I can't remember what y'all said last week. I think I remember what Nick said, but do your thoughts change on how they can? Do y'all think they have a chance still to beat UConn in the Final Four?
Nah.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, I'll be real. Like
I gotta see more.
Like UConn is just different. Like I said, there's levels to it. Like South Carolina's talented. Yeah, you could probably see on paper they're more talented overall than UConn is, but
I agree.
UConn just has that togetherness to me that South Carolina does have, but not up to UConn's level. Which I also get at the same time too, because I mean, this is pretty much a new revamped South Carolina team compared to last year. Like the whole starting five is different. Like a couple players on the bench that are different. So I get it. Like obviously UConn has had more time. I mean, obviously minus Paige Beckers from last year. Like they still have the same players or most of the same players that they had from the championship team. But I don't know. UConn just on a different level right now to me.
Yeah, I definitely think we're on the collision course for UConn, UCLA in the championship.
Who you think? Who's beating South Carolina? UConn, right? They have to play them.
UConn will have to play South Carolina. Yeah, UConn and South Carolina Final Four.
Yeah, they have to play each other. So I think we just want to.
I mean, anything is possible in March.
Very much so. Very much so.
But
I don't know, man. I'll be real. Personally, I would want to pick South Carolina. I would, but I don't know. Just can't.
I think so. It's unlikely, but that Final Four, it is.
And we also have to realize, I mean, kind of like what Nick said, like a lot of the players, the further along they get, they're very inexperienced on South Carolina's side in regards to getting to this level. Like outside of, Raven, like what other players really have that? Raven, I think, tested to. What other players really have that experience?
Yeah.
I got to say, though, like if they do have a shot, Joyce Edwards got to have a game of her life.
Shit, and Tanaya too. I'm talking about 30
as well.
Tanaya
as well. Like y'all gotta have the greatest game y'all ever played.
I'm not gonna lie. If Tanaya, like, if all season like her scoring has kind of just been, not terrible, but it's just been kind of if she come out and drop like 30 or something like that on UConn and somehow they win, bruh, put her in the top 5.
They need that. They gonna need that probably.
She's got to be aggressive from the beginning, like really hunting for her shot. Like I think that's something that we haven't really seen. Like we know that she can score the basketball, but she's not always assertive and hunting for a shot because obviously she wants to play within the way. System. Yeah, exactly. But in these type of situations, you just got to go for it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because that's why they brought her there. Yeah, that's literally why they.
Because I mean, it's like I even said with them last year. I thought like the reason why they didn't win last year, I think like the one piece that they were missing was consistent scoring. Yeah, and then you go get the nation's leading score from a year ago. So
speaking of brackets, I forgot. Shout out to everybody. It's like 6 or 6 of y'all in the challenge. Oh, yeah. But whoever's in first place, if this is yours, I don't know. It says ESPN fan and a bunch of numbers 944-118-043. You are in first place right now. So you got UCLA winning. So shout out to you right now.
They got a perfect bracket?
No, 99.9% it says.
Nah, that's crazy. 99.9 is crazy. They use AI.
I was saying, so that means they picked Virginia to beat Iowa and all this shit.
They got 590 points, and nobody else has. That means
they had Notre Dame winning too.
Let me look at that bracket. They had.
No, I'm looking at their bracket now. They had Iowa. They had Iowa winning and meeting up with South Carolina.
That's their only loss.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Damn.
Oh, and they had. I don't even know how they in first place because probably. Oh, I see how they got some losses in the first round, but that second round they was really good with it. But
that probably helped out.
But the Iowa kind of messing them up. But shout out to y'all for they got the script. Shout out to y'all for jumping in on that. Shit. Anything else from these games? Oh, this is the order for Sweet 16 games, so y'all know the times. On Friday. You got on the 27th, you have UConn.
They start early, like 2, right?
Exactly. Shit.
Notre Dame Vanderbilt's at 1:30 on Friday.
1:30?
I think it's 1:30 Central. It's 2:30 Eastern.
Yeah, 2:30 Eastern.
Okay. Still, I gotta be off by 1 o'clock then.
Let's see. On the 27th, Duke LSU is pretty much 10 o'clock Eastern. UCLA, Minnesota, 7:30 Eastern. I'm gonna give y'all Eastern time so y'all get it. And then, like I said, UConn, North Carolina's on Friday as well at 5 o'clock.
Watching that.
Saturday is South Carolina, Oklahoma, 5 p.m. TCU, Virginia, 7:30. Texas, Kentucky's at 3 o'clock. So those are the times.
Well, I know what I'm doing Saturday.
Louisville, Michigan
is at 12:30.
Yeah.
Those games are all day Saturday.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Literally.
So,
love to see it. Who do y'all think? I didn't ask y'all this before now, but who do y'all think needs to, in terms of draft seeding, who do y'all think needs to have a good good rest of the tournament?
You already mentioned Tanaya.
I might still go with Tanaya, to be honest, but
yeah,
I'm trying to think of anybody else.
I'm going 4.
4. I'm about to say 4.
Oh, yeah,
probably
4 definitely.
Who needs it?
Yeah,
she does. Even though I don't know what the
Olivia Miles, I think she's going
top 3 regardless.
Yeah, I think she's a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I think she might be a lot,
yeah.
but for her spot because of the teams that's up there. But I think I think it's Flage for sure. I haven't looked in the draft stuff, but I think she's still going top 5, top 6 for a lot of teams anyway. But I think for her to be solidified top 5, she gotta play good against Duke. So if she does play good, they moving on. But she gotta have a good rest of this tournament for sure.
Why y'all keep calling her Lil 4? I'm cracking up.
Lil 4, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I is one. I can't think nobody else.
BB says small 4.
I'll say who else is coming out of this draft that's in the tournament still?
Y'all think Reagan Beers? Y'all think she's gonna make a team?
I think what we said about her last week is she remind me of an old girl from Minnesota.
Oh, you did. We did say that. You're right.
I think that's what I think it's kind of like
Alyssa Pelia.
I think that I can't never remember her name. I think that's how she gonna end up looking. Now
but you think she'll make a team though?
I think she could, but I think if she does,
I think
she's not gonna get no playing time. She gonna be on that bench unless it's really garbage time. I'm gonna ask you about this one player. Raymond.
I think Raven's season has spoken.
I think Raven's good.
Yeah,
Raven's good.
I think her season so far has just how everything is career highs. I think that's done enough to improve her stock in the draft.
I'm gonna ask you about this one player. They lost. How you say Hannah last name?
Stokey.
Yes.
Yeah, it's clip for her. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be overseas hooping. I ain't gonna hold
it ain't no wrong with it.
Passport ready.
Which listen, go make that money, sister.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what? I think this also just and Hannah's not a bad player. Like she had
not.
19 rebounds. But I think it also just goes to show, like she had a double-double, almost a triple-double with assists. But I think it just also goes to show, and I hate to even say this, but Caitlin Clark's impact because she really had Hannah looking like All-American.
That is true.
She had I told you, DA literally was like, Hannah's gonna be
All-American. I remember that
this year. And I told him, I said, I'm not hopping on that bandwagon until I see how she plays without Caitlin Clark. And I'm glad I said that because she really had her out here looking like, a All-American.
Yeah. And she's not a bad player.
She's not at all.
It's just not enough spots.
And the W is very difficult to compete at that position that she plays in too.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So I think, and we told y'all about Iowa in that second seed too.
Way too high.
Indeed.
Because they didn't play that great in the first round. Who did they play against? FD. What's the FDU? Is that the name of the school? Who they play in the first round? Iowa. Yeah, FDU.
I vaguely remember the first round. It's crazy.
Me neither.
So what?
I'll say I vaguely remember the first round. Honestly.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one, Shonda. What about Rory? That's a good question.
I can see that. Rory. I think Rory is definitely one that has to step up.
Well, I agree.
Did Rory come out this year?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh shit!
Unless she uses the red shirt, if she hasn't yet, I don't know.
Wasn't this year the red shirt, or am I tripping?
It might have been. I don't
think about her.
I can't recall. I don't know.
I didn't think about her at all.
We still got Kiki Rice.
She really.
That is one.
She really she's showing me something. I don't know if it's top 5, but
yeah, I was gonna say I know we had that conversation. We talked about it before. We had that conversation during the Big Ten championship but we also kind of wanted to see if she can kind of press forward with that moving on to the tournament.
Now, this run, I guess we all assume that they're making the Final Four in the championship, UCLA.
I got them in the Final Four.
Now, like these next games, like they got Minnesota, we think they're gonna blow them out. But as we get into that Elite Eight in the Final Four, that could change a lot. That's
when I want to see the real. Like, let me see if you really hooping for real.
That could change.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that could definitely change. Lauren Betts, that's one. That's one.
You know what? I think even if she has a good tournament, if a team was already going to pick her, they already was going. You know what I'm saying? Like I think 6'7"
to 6'7".
Right, like you know what I'm saying. And so if they were gonna pick her and take a chance on her, I think that's not gonna really go up or down. I will say, just Mystics. Like I swear, if y'all use that pick, like I'm not even playing for real. Like
y'all picking her. If she fall to 4.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Kiki. I'm talking about Kiki.
Oh, Kiki.
Oh no, y'all not gonna do that. But I do. Hey, but y'all got like 15,000 picks in the first round. Y'all can still fuck around and end up having Kiki Rice.
I don't see her going that high though.
You ain't thinking about that shit.
Cause they got the what? We got at least 2 in the first round.
You got number 4, you got number 7 or something like that. And you got like 3 first round picks.
I think it is 3 actually. All they had to do is tank for Paige. Like this shit is this.
No, they don't need Kiki. But I do think y'all gonna get
I was gonna say we got Sonya. Like we don't. I mean,
yeah, and you got George.
She's coming back.
Yeah. Even though y'all know I'm still on the fence about that one, but
yeah. But I do think if Betts is at 4, I think y'all might grab her.
Okay, well,
you not feeling that? Damn, Lo, you ain't.
It depends on what style of basketball they're trying to play. I don't know what to be honest, I really don't know what direction the Mystics are going in. But you know, my goal is to tank until we get Juju.
Yeah. Oh God.
Actually, I don't even want Juju in DC because
I don't really want her.
The Mystics can't do right by her.
We're gonna see. We don't know yet. It's possible that Shakira's gone, but if she is out of there, I can see them grabbing Lauren if she's there for her. So much can happen in the first 3 picks.
Yeah, it just depends on who do you want them to pick. I don't know. It's hard to tell just because I don't know who's exactly going to be on the team outside of Sonya, Georgia, and Kiki.
The whole league.
So those 3 are definitely going to be on the team. So it seems like we need someone that can score the basketball because they traded away Brittany Sykes and she was kind of like the go-to person for them to score last year. So they need someone that can flat out score the basketball. And that just doesn't give me Lauren Betts. But I'm not mad if they pick her. I
hear you. That makes sense.
I don't know. I don't know.
We're gonna see. I can't think of nobody else who needs go ahead, Wally.
I was gonna say they got the number 4, the number 9, and the number 11 pick.
They got options.
See, but for me, the only one that's important to me is 4. Like 9 and 11. Lottery. I mean, they might not even last long. It just depends, right? It just depends on fit and stuff like that. So, they better put the 9 and 11 together and get us something higher. Shit.
We shall see.
But yeah, we shall see.
We shall see. But I can't think of nobody else who need need to improve their draft stock. What's the old girl name for UCLA? The other girl.
Neemkins.
Yes. What about her?
Not that high, but she's going to I think she'll definitely make a roster just because she can shoot.
Yeah. She's solid.
And a lot of if we're being honest, if we're keeping it a buck, a lot of WNBA players aren't pure shooters. You can't name me 5 pure shooters in the WNBA right now. Pure shooters.
Yeah.
I can't think of 5. I got
the only one that come to mind is probably K-Mac.
Marina Mabry.
Marina.
Yeah. She be locked.
Let me
loaded,
rephrase
boy.
that. Let me rephrase that. Guards. I'm talking about guards that can shoot.
Yeah. She be
Like
locked
someone that is automatic, like when I'm passing the ball, they knocking it down. It's not that many guards that can shoot. So I think if you can shoot in this draft, you'll find a home in the WNBA because they need shooters. I mean, we talk about Chicago. Chicago needs shooters. Chicago needs shooters. And it's like, well, it's not really that many shooters out there. So we can keep saying they need shooters, but it's not a ton of shooters out there. Yeah, Sabrina's inconsistent. Caitlin's inconsistent. Like I'm talking about knockdown when it goes there. I would even say I don't even want to say this.
We didn't say Caitlin being a knockdown shooter, boy.
I don't think she's not necessarily.
Yeah,
well, can she shoot that bitch from the parking lot? Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
But knocking it down like automatic. I don't think that's her bag.
No.
Well, also she needs a screen, so there's that.
Yep.
We be coming with them.
I would say this is gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna even say like Rachel Banham is a lot better than a lot of players that just flat out shooting the basketball. Like I don't think that she's a great basketball player, but I think that she can flat out shoot the ball. I mean, she be letting that thing go.
Go. She lets it go. So
another player too that I would hate. I don't like her whatsoever, but Sophie can shoot it. I mean,
I wouldn't consider her knocked down now.
I mean, she can knock it down though. I mean, maybe not like at a high percentage like K-Mac or whatever, but I mean, if you get her a look off and catch a shoot, she'll knock it down. Hey, look, I don't want to give her no credit.
That's true. That's true. But I guess the whole point is like people always be like, oh, this team needs a shooter. This team. It's like, bro, it's not that many shooters in the WNBA. It's not. Like when you think about it, it's really not. Like a lot of the players,
it's definitely not.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, a lot of the players, especially the guards, they are either slashers, they create on their own, they can get to their mid range. But talking about like actual, like I'm knocking it down, like it's almost like when you pass the ball to like on the men's side, like a Ray Allen or like he's gonna knock it down. Like you can't really say it's not that many WNBA players that you can say that about right now currently.
It's not. All right.
We said McBride. Yeah.
Good show, guys. I mean,
K-Mac's probably the best pure shooter in the league, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. While they put the QR code up there for me, brother.
I might go Marina. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm glad we're having this combo because I've never.
Marina should not even be hitting around.
Like it's not. We talked about this in the group chat before, BB. Like Lowe's brought it up. Like it's not a lot of shooters. Like people try to make it seem like
it's not. And you know what? What made me think about it was last year when everyone was talking about Chicago. Oh, Chicago needed a shooter, but they went out and got Ariel Atkins. And I'm like, I didn't love the Ariel Atkins signing because that was a win now move and they're rebuilding. So that was stupid. Yeah. But it's like, who did y'all want them to get? Like, what shooter? Like, where are the shooters? Like, they went out and got what's the girl's name that they got that was supposed to be there shooting last year?
Rebecca Allen.
Yeah, they went out and got Becca Allen. She's supposed to be 3-and-D. It's somebody else. Light-skinned girl. Why can't I think of her name?
Light-skinned girl.
I
know you're talking about. They cut her to in the middle of the season. What the fuck?
I can't think of her name. Anyway. But that's basically what made me think about this whole concept. I'm like, everyone keeps asking for Chicago to get these shooters, but who are the shooters? Where are the shooters? Like, it ain't that many shooters. And you don't want to have too many slashers when you got Camilla and Angel in the paint unless you get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? So you need people that can space the floor, but it's not really many shooters. Like,
it's not.
That's why Marina would have worked. Marina didn't want to stay there, but she would have worked perfectly on that team just because they needed somebody that can knock down shots.
1000%. Man, great show. We gonna hit that 120 mark every time. We just get the yapping. We just get the yapping and y'all be in the chat going. It be the chat fault because y'all be real. We love it though. I love y'all being active like y'all, but. Hit that QR code next to Nick right there for me to get all our socials, to follow us everywhere, to stay up to date with us. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment on the video, on Apple, on Spotify, however you consume the show weekly. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. right now. Go like the YouTube video. Go like the YouTube video. Comment on there, please, and give us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. It helps with the algorithm. And give a good review. Go do that. That's all. Please go do that. And like I was saying, if you missed the beginning of the show, and if you didn't, I'm gonna give it to you again. If you want, we're looking for new journalists and photographers for all the teams. How many teams is in this year in the league now?
15.
15. I don't need for every team. So I already got people, but right now, all 15 teams. And if you're in college, you need an internship, we got you. That'll go right for what you need for the summertime. We got you. But email us at thebestdamnwshow@gmail.com. Send us your resume, and we'll set up a Zoom call with you to get you to see if you're the right fit for to join the team. Because we joke and laugh, but we work over here. We don't play around. We will cut your ass. We will get your ass up out of here. So that's why we keep Addie Brown leaving Iowa State. I don't know.
Yeah, she's in the transfer portal.
Yep, she is.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
She's gonna be a good pickup for some team.
Yeah, she is. Y'all got anything for good about her? Anything else? Nope. Low tide. She yawning and shit. She been yawning since the hour mark.
I took my melatonin.
I already know. I ain't got nothing else, man. Oh shit, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee is looking. It's dust for y'all over there, boy.
They'll be at least losing 5 minimum.
We saw this shit coming.
I mean, everybody saw it coming.
We knew that shit was gonna happen, but all right, let's get up out of here, man. While we get us up out of here, man, we see y'all in these internet streets, man.
It is, Jalen.
Yeah, it is.
They gave me my theme music.